That's impossible. Look at the trajectory. It's verified, sir.
Welcome to the Provocation Paradigm, where we examine how investigative journalism forced the end of a decades-long intelligence embargo. In a short period, more classified UAP files have surfaced than in an entire lifetime. The US government spent decades hiding these objects, and now, a huge volume of documents and videos has suddenly entered the public domain. This sudden release of files is not an act of spontaneous government goodwill. Everything currently being declassified has been forced into the light. Transparency is not being granted, it is being extracted. Journalists are using the Provocation Loop, a cyclical strategy, to force official validation of UAP data. The government is monitoring independent journalists to determine what to release. They are reacting to what is already public, as seen when their second official data dump contained videos previously reviewed by journalists in the documentary Sleeping Dog. True investigative journalism doesn't just report on power, it moves power. The First Amendment protects the duty to obtain and release information of public interest. The most consequential UAP evidence verified to date is the 2021 Syrian Border Incident. This military footage documents a UAP exhibiting an observable capability that currently defies all known laws of physics. The craft goes from a dead stop to extreme velocity in a fraction of a second, a maneuver no human technology can survive or execute. This is an undeniable deviation from known physical law. The release of this footage is a tacit admission of its authenticity. The government would not declassify and distribute footage of an impossible physics event unless it had been rigorously vetted and proven to be real. The dam has broken. An executive order mandates the systematic release of UAP files every 2 weeks. Intelligence agencies know nearly 100 journalists are holding unreleased materials, forcing an accelerated timeline. The inevitable next phase of disclosure is biological evidence. Following testimony regarding non-human intelligence bodies, the existence of corresponding autopsies and forensic footage is highly probable. There are two colliding approaches to the UAP reality. The government's decades of concealment contrast sharply with the independent journalists' unilateral public domain release, provoking the pace of change. Behind closed doors, intelligence agencies are in a defensive scramble. They are mapping out how to break the news to the world before journalists do it for them. Crafting the announcement that we are not alone is only half the problem. The government faces the unanswerable public relations crisis of explaining the embargo on reality for over half a century. The public interest will outpace government permission. If the official apparatus stalls, the data will simply be released without them. The timeline for disclosure is no longer in their control. Keep your eyes open